Test. Nightbot. Welcome to my channel. Streamlaments. Welcome to my channel.
Earlier, her skin was pale. She had grown only 15 centimeters since childhood, about 6 inches. When Psychlopil realized she was gone, he panicked. He fled in his car and was soon being hunted by Austrian police. That night, he parked near Vienna's Nord station and ended his time on Earth. He had told Natasha many times before that they will never take him alive. Before her escape, Psychlopil had even tried to obtain fake identification papers under a Czech name. He had planned to start a new life, with Natasha by his side. In the months that followed, Natasha Kampusch's case dominated global headlines, but her story didn't fit the simple narrative the media wanted. When she spoke publicly, she refused to reveal intimate details of her abuse. She said she didn't want to be defined by the worst years of her life. Some were confused by the empathy she showed her captor. In one interview, she said, "I feel sorry for him. He was a poor soul." When she learned he was dead, she reportedly cried uncontrollably, and later lit a candle for him in the morgue. Many labeled it Stockholm Syndrome. But Natasha rejected that explanation, calling it dismissive and simplistic. She said her emotions were the result of years of survival fear and dependency. She also fought to reclaim the property where she had been held. The house had been built by Psychlopil's grandfather after World War II, complete with a Cold War-era bomb shelter, the same bunker where she had lived as a child prisoner. When Psychlopil's estate was settled, Natasha claimed ownership of the home. She said she wanted to protect it, not as a memorial but to prevent it from becoming a public spectacle. "It was part of my formative years," she explained. "If I ever sell it, I'll fill in the cellar. It will never become a museum." She kept her promise. In 2011, the underground room was filled in. As of 2017, Natasha Kampusch still owned the house. Her life afterward has been complex. She became a public figure, giving interviews and speaking about recovery and resilience, but she has also struggled with constant public scrutiny, accused by some of being too calm, too composed and too forgiving.
Teilweise gab es so Aktionen seitens meines Vaters, die ich einfach nicht einordnen konnte und verstehen konnte. Und da war es mir einfach wichtig, ein wenig zu distanzieren. Einiges war sogar unverzeihlich.
Was für Dinge meinen Sie damit unverzeihlich?
Naja, diese ganzen Inzweifelstellungen, dass das alles so war, wie es war. Dieses Misstrauen, dieses Paranoide. Da die Medien ja auch an allem dann zu zweifeln begannen und nicht nur an der Eintätertheorie. Und das hat mich halt auch sehr verletzt, weil ich mir dachte, mein Vater könnte ja auch seine eigene Angst nicht für sich behalten. Er müsse sie ja nicht den Journalisten nahebringen.
Ich muss es, ja, aber ich kann nicht glauben an die Eintäter-Theorie. Wenn sie glaubt, das war nur ein Täter, das kann ja möglich sein. Das kann möglich sein.
When Jennifer's body was released in 2009, audiences didn't quite know what to make of it. It was marketed as a sexy teen horror film. Megan Fox, who becomes possessed by a demon after a ritual goes wrong, transformed into
If you're here to buy, fine. Nobody's been bothering you? We'll put those to... Hey, since we intercepted that dead drop...
Listen.
Step into my office, which is also my clinic, shop, and break room.
I'm not opening.
Don't forget to head to the library, Raider. I've been dying to read a new detective novel. I've read the previous one 8 times now, and the butler did it every time. Go to the Santa Maria houses. Go to the library.
Exotic. Welcome to my channel. Rainy. Welcome to my channel. Suki. Welcome to my channel.
Is this a raid? Oh well.
Don't shoot!
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks!
Good luck looting. Off to find some books. Hello. Hello. Yeah, off to find books. Good luck, guys. Yeah.
Don't shoot!
Muhanade. Welcome to my channel.
Hey, hello!
Howdy. Good luck looting. The fucking pigeons, look at them.
Don't shoot! Hey!
Hello. Looking for the books. Hello, guys. Hello.
Thanks a lot!
Anybody was collecting books here?
much.
Yeah, good luck, dude. Have fun looting. Job is done. Two ones will go, run me aside, run me aside, run me aside. Guess it's back again.
Need some fresh bombs? I smell success. Fantastic.
Since we intercepted that dead drop, it will...
Well, some scouts have been bringing back. Head out there into the damn battlegrounds and go get me a sample. I heard the spores themselves.
Exp Collector. Welcome
Yes,
to my channel.
Awesome.
I gas.
Sve sviramo dvojnice. Turnabout.
I'm making an updated
Turnabout. Arc. Right. Turnabout.
For this quest, you need to be going to the North French Tower on the spaceport map. You have to take the stairs and go to the top of the tower and find a console that you need to interact with. I'll show you the route right here, and in this route, so that's a find a friendly player near this tower. So once again, just follow my route. So that's a quick guide, nice and easy guide. Link is down below. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Okay.
Danas Utakusman Smiljam tar see you the Radim Danas Ali Neto Concretno.
For this quest, you need to be going to the North Trench Tower.
North Trench Tower. Kututur.
Idem dalj samotha se harvim.
Dobro, Sloko, dobro.
Jimmy, pick up the pace. Forklift is out. 2-4 is go time. Let's go to the North Trench Tower.
Celeste here. Remember, Raider, the evidence against the tube's management should be in the North Trench Tower. Don't lose the key.
Zorzito. Welcome to my channel.
Pozdrav, pozdrav. Psihijači tu, a? Jedan.
Pozdrav.
Pozdrav, pozdrav. Mora da je zatrpano.
Farmer's Trench. Eli Raddy's Quest.
Radim... ne farmam ništa. Pojma nemam šta farmam. Treba da uđem u toren i da ga otvorim. I da pošaljem verovatno neki signal preko neku transmisiju. Ako sam dobro shvatio.
Partridge Ticklejack.
Imam, dobio sam.
Isade ko ages proko kruvenus tiga apotribati.
Misliš sa...
Zip.
Koji je od ova dva?
Dolga Pojid.
A levi ili desni?
Ali proko kruvenus.
U koji ulazim? Ja mislim desni, nisam siguran.
Disney.
Sumnjao sam. Šta god. Znači, ovo bi vjerojatno trebalo da bude ulaz preko krova, a? Vidim. Znači, vjerojatno možeš sa 2 ziplina to da uradiš.
The priko kruva kad ulazisness t pojesti kartiku. Jeden zip t treba. I sad nam pojma dal ce pikuju sad taj bag.
Vidim. Toliko od mene.
Gel radis expediciju.
Skupljam sjelice.
EJA Samna LVLI2 Treva the Dages SVE Reserse Tarko the Bulge Kuvaj Te Pusk Pa I Daj Tamo Vasai JE Benefit Nigosto Iris Eclairs.
Druže, ja u jednom meču, znaš koliko pušaka nađem i bacim. Mogu bi da dam i one medium gun partove. Jučer sam reciklirao. Oni kako se zove. Heavy gun kutija, reciklirao sam mislim 5 komada. Imao sam 25 heavy gun kutija. Sve kao ovdje si isplati samo ići sa free gearom. Čist profit. Ostalo mi deluje ono degutantno. Možda ako ideš sa 3 čoveka onda A onda uzmeš opremu, pretpostavljam.
Idem the Radimu Zivach Snitch Gzit.
Hvala ti. Uzdravi čovječ. Hvala na posjet.
Kat Emma. Welcome to my channel.
Koji? Ono sa kraljicom. Ako baš jest.
To a succubus, she begins to kill and consume male classmates to maintain her powers. The title itself was a rock reference, taken directly from his 1994 song, Jennifer's Body. Cody never claimed the story was based on any single real case, but over time people started suspecting the movie was inspired by the 1995 killing of 15-year-old Elise Paller, a high school student from California. Her story, while lesser known to the general public, is deeply disturbing. Elise Paller was described by everyone who knew her as creative and full of life. Her family lived in a quiet neighborhood near California's Central Coast, where life was slow and simple. In 1995, Elise attended Arroyo Grande High School, where she crossed paths with three teenage boys, Royce Casey, Jacob DeLashmutt, and Joseph Fiorella. The three were self-proclaimed metalheads. They spent most of their time listening to heavy metal, especially the band Slayer, and practicing together in a small garage where they called their own group Hatred. Fiorella, the youngest of the trio at 14, was obsessed with Satanism. He treated Slayer's lyrics as if they were sacred texts, studying them.
Do me a solid and don't cause any ruckus, okay?
His friends
You are
said
quickly
he believed
becoming my
their
favorite
songs
raider
weren't
around
just
here.
Raider?
My mind is abuzz with ideas of what we could do with it. My Mind is abuzz with ideas of what we could do with these plants. Super fast growing foods, instant effect medicine, fun party tricks. Who knows?
Okay.
Entertainment, but instructions. He began talking about performing a sacrifice, something that would bring power to their band. At first, it sounded like the kind of morbid talk teenage boys fall into for attention. But Fiorella wasn't joking. He told his friends that if they killed a virgin, they could make a deal with the devil himself. A ritual that would help them go professional with their music. The person he wanted to sacrifice was someone he knew from school, Elise Pollard. On the night of July 22nd, 1995, Fiorella, Delashmut, and Casey called Elise and told her they were going to hang out in a eucalyptus grove near Nipomomesa, about 10 miles from her home. They told her they had marijuana, and she agreed to meet them. When she arrived, the boys led her deep into the trees. They started joking around, smoking, talking, but then, as Elise stood with her back turned, one of them looped a belt around her neck. Jacob Delashmut pulled first, strangling her. Joseph Fiorella stabbed her with a hunting knife. Royce Casey joined in. When she fell to the ground, Casey kicked her. None of the wounds were immediately fatal. Elise lay bleeding in the dirt as the boys watched her die. When she stopped moving, Delashmut was about to do something unthinkable, but Casey stopped him, saying they should just leave. The three buried her in a shallow grave, covered her body with dirt and brush, and walked away. For 8 months, Elise's family didn't know what had happened. She had vanished without a trace. Flyers went up around Arroyo Grande and surrounding counties. Search parties combed the nearby fields and beaches. Police questioned classmates and neighbors but found nothing. Then, in March 1996, one of the killers cracked. Royce Casey, now 17, had joined a Christian youth group and began feeling guilty. He went to a pastor and confessed everything. The pastor immediately alerted police, and Casey alerted investigators to the eucalyptus grove where Elise's body still lay partially buried, mummified by the California heat. Within hours, police arrested Casey, Delashmut, and Fiorella. All three were charged with murder. Investigators testified that the teens had planned the killing for months. They had chosen Elise because she was blonde, blue-eyed, and because, as they told police, she was a virgin. To them, that made her a perfect sacrifice for the devil. The district attorney's chief investigator recalled what Casey had told him. By making this perfect sacrifice to the devil, they would gain more craziness that would make them play hard for the pastor. And by making this perfect sacrifice, it might help them go professional. It was premeditated, ritualistic, and tied directly to Fiorella's obsession with satanic imagery and heavy metal music. Elise's parents, David and Lisanne Powler, blamed not only the boys, but also the band Slayer. They said the lyrics of songs like Postmortem and Dead Skin Mask had given the killers a roadmap. Detailed descriptions of how to perform what they did to the girl. In 1996, they filed a lawsuit against Slayer, arguing that the band's music had incited the murder. The case was thrown out. The judge ruled there was no legal way to hold the band accountable, saying, "You might as well start talking to them." Still, the brothers didn't stop. They filed another lawsuit, claiming Slayer had knowingly distributed harmful material to minors. That one was dismissed too. Even one of the killers, Jacob Delashmut, later admitted the music wasn't to blame. The music is destructive, but That's not why Elise was murdered. She was murdered because Joe Fiorella was obsessed with her, and obsessed with killing her. All three boys were convicted and sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. They were teenagers when they committed the crime, Fiorella only 14, but their confessions left no room for doubt. Jacob DeLashmutt served time at the correctional training facility. He was granted parole in July 2025, 30 years after the murder. Royce Casey, who first confessed, remained imprisoned at Valley State Prison. Casey was released a month after DeLashmutt in August 2025. Joseph Fiorella, the ringleader, is still incarcerated at High Desert State Prison. 2003 survival thriller Open Water was written and directed by husband and wife filmmakers whose focused on Laura Ladd, both experienced scuba divers themselves. They wanted the film to feel as real as possible, and it was. The actors weren't surrounded by special effects or green screens. They were actually in the water, surrounded by real Caribbean reef and black just off camera, as the actors treaded water for hours while filming. The story concerns an American couple who go scuba diving while on vacation, only to find themselves stranded miles from shore in shark-filled waters when the crew of their boat accidentally leaves them behind. Behind the film's success lies the real-life story that inspired it, the disappearance of Tom and Eileen Lonergan. Tom Lonergan and his wife, Eileen Hayes, were a quiet, adventurous couple. Both were graduates of Louisiana State University. They met in college, fell in love, and got married in Texas. They weren't thrill seekers, but they loved travel and the outdoors. After college, they joined the Peace Corps, spending 2 years teaching on Unafuti, a small, remote island in Tuvalu. After that, they took another assignment in Fiji. They were experienced divers. In early 1998, they decided to take a break from their work and spend time exploring Australia's Great Barrier Reef. It was meant to be the trip of a lifetime. On January 25th, 1998, Tom and Eileen boarded the Outer Edge, a dive boat operated by a local company in Port Douglas, Queensland. The boat carried 26 passengers that day, including the couple. The destination was St. Crispin's Reef, one of the region's most popular dive sites, a mosaic of coral and blue water about 25 miles from shore. They dove 3 times that day. The sea was calm, visibility clear. On their last dive, sometime after 3 p.m., the group returned to the surface, all except Tom and Eileen. Somehow, in the rush of checking tanks and counting heads, no one noticed they were missing. The Outer Edge pulled anchor and left for shore, leaving the couple behind in open water. It wasn't until 2 days later, January 27th, that anyone realized what had happened. When the Outer Edge was cleaned and prepared for another trip, a crew member found a canvas bag left behind. Inside were 2 wallets, a logbook, and clothes, all belonging to the Lonergans. That was when the truth hit. The couple had never returned from the reef. A massive air and sea search began immediately. Helicopters swept the area and patrol boats with divers moved across hundreds of miles of sea. But there was no sign of them. Days later, small clues began to appear. In February 1998, a woman's wetsuit washed ashore on a beach in North Queensland, 75 miles from where they'd left.
Forklift, make room to 3 spot, closing the rail.
seen. It matched Eileen's size. Marine biologists studying the barnacles attached to the fabric determined it had been submerged since January. There was no evidence of a shark attack. Then, in June 1998, more of their gear surfaced on a beach near Port Douglas, 121 kilometers, about 75 miles from St. Crispin's Reef. The items were unmistakably theirs. 2 inflatable dive jackets with the Lonergan's names written on them, and a small white board used for writing underwater. On it, written in shaky, desperate handwriting, were these words: Monday, January 26th, 1998. To anyone who can help us. We have been abandoned on Agincourt Reef by MV Outer Edge on Monday, January 25th, 1998. Please, help us before we die. That note proved that Tom and Eileen had survived at least a full day after the boat left. The discovery fueled countless theories. Some speculated that they might have staged their disappearance, faking their deaths to start a new life somewhere else, or ended their time at sea. These rumors came from Tom's personal diary, which police later found in their belongings. In one entry, he wrote about wanting a quick and peaceful end. Eileen's writings said she would stay by his side no matter the outcome, but Eileen's parents insisted those quotes were ripped out of context, and that much of the diary was never made public. They said the two were deeply in love and had every reason to live. Police agreed. Their bank accounts were untouched. Their insurance policies remained unclaimed. They had left everything behind. Experts testified that dehydration and exhaustion were the couple's likely causes. The ocean sun is merciless, and with each passing hour, dehydration sets in faster. Divers float on the surface believing health will come, but with no food, no fresh water, and nothing to shield them, their bodies weaken rapidly. A phenomenon known as paradoxical undressing, stripping away clothing due to delirium, has been observed in hypothermia and heat exhaustion. It's likely what happened to them. Once they removed parts of their wetsuits and gear, they lost buoyancy. Without that, even the calmest diver can't stay afloat for long. Eileen's father, John Haynes, believed they became disoriented from the sun and salt water, drifted together, and eventually drowned, perhaps taken by the current or by sharks afterward. There was never any clear evidence of an animal attack. The Australian media followed the story relentlessly. Locals were outraged. How could 2 people vanish in a tightly regulated diving industry without anyone noticing? The skipper of the Outer Edge, Jack, had failed to perform a proper head count. No one verified the physical presence of each person. For 2 days, the Outer Edge ran no trips. The coroner, Noel Noonan, dismissed all theories and formally charged Jack with the unlawful killing of Tom and Eileen Lonergan. Though he was later acquitted, his company pleaded guilty to negligence. Outer Edge Dive was fined and went out of business soon after. Even years later, it still haunts people. They would have seen the dive boat vanish into a dot, and then into nothing. An American crime was released in 2007. Tommy O'Haver
Thanks
was
for following.
recorded as a psychological
How is it
drama
going?
based on a true story. The director.
Good, I guess. I'm looking for light bulbs, to be honest. Any advice on light bulbs? Also doing the side quest of like finding a plant. No. Anybody else think thunderstorm is too loud in a hunt showdown? I don't think it is.
There. Over here.
Orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. You have 10 minutes to return to Speranza. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Wooden Harassments S. Welcome to my channel. Cheap viewers Streambu.com remove the space JWZPT.
Left. Go find your way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Šta ima? Jel bio poštar?
Ne, što?
A, zato što je majka rekla da treba nešto se plati u pošti. Ali ako stigne, znaš, ako ne stigne danas, onda šutiš, šta sad? Samo ti ladi gdje će novci.
A za koga?
Samo uđi unutra i pričaj sa mnom, znači nemam pre sobi svega mi, znači nećemo trošimo bez ljudi struju. Za nju, ne za mene, za nju. Ona je nešto naručila. Majka je nešto naručila za Sima. Preko Sima je naručila za sebe, ajmo tako da kažem. Pa nema veze, ako nije stiglo danas onda... It's busy.
Now let me guess, the job's done, but you won't.
Ever since we expanded the tunnels to the Blue Gate, some rare pieces have started appearing on the black market. Meanwhile, I'm stuck here peddling battered old rattlers. If I don't find new supply lines, I'll be left in the dust. There's some armored transports. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that locked doors tend to guard the tastiest halls. What now? Watch your fingers.
For the armored transports quest, you gotta unlock these armored patrol cars in the Blue Gate map. These are armored patrol cars, don't always spawn in the same place. I'm gonna show you several spots where you can look for them. And if this helps, drop a like, maybe even subscribe and hype up the video. But first things first, you gotta get to the Blue Gate map and then go to the checkpoint, point of interest. There you first gotta pick up a key for these armored cars. And they are found in these booths at the checkpoint. Here are the two locations where I found them at. If you lost the key and can't find it at the second location I've shown you, then you will have to find it in various lockers and loot crates across Blue Gate map. I suggest you do a night raid because that increases the chance of the keys dropping, and that key can drop randomly. Now there's usually a mini boss patrolling this area. It's really hard to get inside the checkpoint. If you want to make your life easier, get to this zip line on top of the checkpoint and grapple down. And you should find your first armored car right there. There's one at the entrance, one at the in front of the entrance. If the armored car is locked and you can use a key on it, that's your mission car. If it's unlocked like this, then you gotta find another one. To find more armored cars, you gotta go deeper inside the tunnel. Be careful of the turrets, be careful of the pops, and there's even going to be some hornets and wasps patrolling the area. The rest of the video is just me going to several locations of the armored cars with map locations. But what you really just gotta do is just follow the tunnel and you should come across an armored car that's locked and that you can use the key on. To actually do the quest, I went back one more time to the Blue Gate, picked up the key, put it in my safe pocket. Got to the first car, it was unlocked. Unlike in the previous raid where it was locked and it was the mission car. And then the second car I came across, it was locked and I could use the key on it. There was a weapon case inside and I finished the quest. I hope this helps you guys. I'm gonna go back, fight some more Ark, and I'll see you guys around. This is the noob signing out.
Long explanation, long explanation.
For this quest, you need to be going to checkpoint on the Blue Gate map. It's well guarded. Use the key to open up the back of the car. And basically, you're done with the quest. Inside of the patrol car, there's a weapon case. Sometimes you get blue weapon or green weapon. It depends. Also, another thing, check your quest checklist. If the quest is not complete yet, you just have to go to the entrance of this traffic tunnel. Basically, it's near this patrol car. Go outside the tunnel and basically you're done. So that's a quick guide, nice and easy. If we help you, don't forget to hit that like.
Okay.
Victor built the script largely from actual trial transcripts from the events that happened in Indiana in 1965. What took place there has since been described as one of the most brutal crimes in the state's history. In the summer of 1965, 16-year-old Sylvia Likens and her younger sister Jenny were living with their parents, Lester and Elizabeth. Likens' family didn't have much money. Their parents worked or were traveling carnivals, selling concessions at fairs and festivals across the Midwest. When their mother was arrested for shoplifting that July, the family needed a temporary place for the two girls to stay while their parents traveled for work. Lester Likens made an arrangement with a woman he had recently met, the 37-year-old Sylvia and Jenny for $20 a week, promising to care for them as if they were her own daughters. It was meant to
The armored transports are in the car pile up by the gate, but they seem to be locked with a key card of sorts. You'll find a way in, I'm sure.
Hello? Don't shoot!
I'm looking for a transport car key. If you want a weapon case, I can open it for you. I don't really care. Wanna help me out? Okay. yeah, same. Watch out for hello.
Hey there!
Don't aggro the big guy. So I was going for an armored car. Anybody else doing that?
What?
Armored car. You know, the mission where you...
Oh, no, not... I'm too far behind. I just want to try and kill the Bastion, but it's gonna take me very long.
Oh, wait, I can help you, I'm on a freeload, I don't know if you believe me.
I just have lots of people. But, no problem.
I don't know. So is it the same spot always? Watch out for little fireballs. Oh my god. By the way, Rocketeer is shooting us from above. Look at that. Watch it out. Disco balls. Good. It could be random, you know. Could be random. Thanks.
Thanks, Raider.
By the way, he makes like a super loud noise. You should be able to hear him at this point.
Yeah, he's not. That's so weird.
Like 3 out of 5 times. Hello.
Hey there.
It's okay. Thanks. I'm literally gonna go ahead and try and go to the next bridge.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, he could be outside, dude. I'm not sure. Yo! Yeah. Ninja.
A bombardier.
Hello.
Don't shoot! Thanks a lot!
Good luck, good luck.
Don't shoot! Hey! Hey!
Hello, hello. See you later. Ha 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 ha! Tüh.
Orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. 10 minutes to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Let's head home at the cliffside air shaft.
screen. 5 minutes left. Go find a way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Ah, yes.
Hey, don't shoot! Don't shoot! Hey, Raider!
Yeah, just start it, man. Just start it. It's fine. But you're the one that shot me with a ferro.
Hey, Raider.
Ba-da-da-da-dum. 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 Ba-da-da-dum.
To be a short-term arrangement, just until November, when the Lucky's parents would return to collect them. At first, life in the
You're not one of my regulars. What do you need? Took you a while. Thought you'd ghosted. Managed to crack open an armored transport, huh?
That's it. I'm done. Oh, look. And that's what it is.
I'm all ears.
Hello.
Hello? Oh yeah. Ah. I see. Ech.
Mm-hmm. Sisters helped with chores, attended Sunday school with the family, and spent time with Gertrude's teenage daughters, Paula and Stephanie. Neighbors described Sylvia as polite, cheerful, and well-mannered. She got along with most of the Banisevsky children, and for the first few weeks, there were no major problems. But by mid-July, the weekly payments from the Lycans' parents started arriving late, sometimes by only a few days. Gertrude, who already struggled financially, began taking out her frustration on the girls. She started small in comparison to what would happen later: beatings with a paddle, yelling at them for eating too much food, accusing them of being a burden. When one of the payments was delayed longer than usual, Gertrude reportedly shouted, "I took care of you two little bitches for a week, for nothing," and struck both girls repeatedly. Over time, her anger focused almost entirely on Sylvia. Witnesses later suggested jealousy played a role. Sylvia was young, pretty, and kind. Everything Gertrude felt she no longer was. The punishments grew crueler. Sylvia was forced to eat leftovers from the trash, denied meals, and beaten for the smallest perceived offenses. She was accused of stealing candy she had bought herself, and when she denied it, the beatings intensified. One evening, Sylvia mentioned a boy she had dated briefly while her family lived in California. Gertrude's questions turned invasive. When Sylvia admitted she had gone skating and to the beach with boys, Gertrude accused her of promiscuity and claimed she was pregnant. She mocked the girl, saying, "You're getting big in the stomach. Looks like you're going to have a baby." When Sylvia laughed nervously, thinking it was a joke, Gertrude kicked her in the groin. Paula, Gertrude's daughter, who was 3 months pregnant herself, joined in, striking Sylvia. The violence quickly became a routine. At mealtimes, Gertrude and her children would force-feed Sylvia large amounts of food, spiced with condiments and pepper, until she got sick. I won't go into full detail of what they did to Sylvia, as it is too disturbing for YouTube. If you want to understand the depth of the situation this girl was in, all of the information is available in public documents. When Sylvia tried to fight back by spreading a rumor at school that Paula and Stephanie were prostitutes, the retaliation was severe. Stephanie's boyfriend, 15-year-old Coy Hubbard, beat Sylvia violently, and when Gert
Mhm.
Zibi. Welcome to my channel.
Gdje je vortati tu bitva? Okay. Let me restart my PC really fast.